So, in the latest episode of the interviews we do with key thought leaders at LTS, today I am joined by Dr. Frank Theobald, who is head of the MAP program. Frank, thank you for joining me. How are you?
I'm fine, Paul. Hope you too.
Very good, very good. Thank you. Perhaps before we delve in, you could tell us a little bit about your role at LTS.
Yeah, my name is, as mentioned by you, Frank Theobald. I'm heading our MAP program. I'm a pharmacist by training, joined LTS 25 years ago, starting in formulation development, transdermal and oral thin films, then was heading the project management department, and I was appointed on February as head of the MAP program. And in my new role, I'm responsible for the strategic orientation of the MAP program, which consists out of our MAP innovator, in which we do development of cooperation projects and own projects, and our CDMO part, in which we act as a contract manufacturer for potential customers with their development in the MAP system for commercialization.
I think that's one of the really interesting things about LTS is that you are this almost kind of hybrid organization, aren't you, where you've got the sort of platform technology piece, but you also are able to operate as a CDMO as well. I think that's seems to me to be quite unique.
Correct. I think we see our strengths in the CDMO business. That is where we have our core competence, how to bring new technologies to the market. We have proven that already with the transdermal systems and the oral thin films, and the next goal to be achieved is the commercialization of the microarray patch technology.
So beautifully linked to my next question. You've got some exciting news for us about the results of a phase 1 clinical study featuring a microarray patch to vaccinate against hepatitis B. Could you tell us a little more about that?
Yeah, correct. I think we are quite excited. We just got the preliminary readout of this clinical phase 1 study with the hepatitis-B antigen vaccination, and we were able to demonstrate that with our dissolvable microarray patches, we were inducing a very strong immune response, which was even superior to what is being achieved by the classical injection, which is currently on the market. So we were quite excited about those results, which offers us the opportunity for dose sparing, which would be a big advantage in another pandemic situation where antigen is short. So there is a strong opportunity. Additionally, what is quite exciting also for us is that all the patients described the application as completely painless. It was well tolerated, and we didn't hear up to now any information or feedback in respect to adverse events or even serious adverse events.
That's really exciting, right? Pain-free, no adverse events, and a better outcome than the conventional drug delivery model.
Yeah, I think we were quite excited about the results. They are much better than we even expected. We were looking for a doubling of the original antibodies in this hepatitis study, which was designed as a booster study. But instead of doubling the base titer, we had seen a many-fold increase with a manual application, about a 14-fold increase, and with a applicator-supported application, even 160-fold increase of the original titers we had measured at the screening.
Wow. Okay. Well, if I was you, I'd be sat down celebrating that, but I'm not you. And you've also got news about another study, about a preclinical study using a microarray patch to deliver an interferon. Is that right?
That's correct. I think we believe that the microarray patch, the dissolvable especially, are not only suitable for vaccination, but we feel that they would offer also a big advantage in the treatment of chronic diseases such as multiple sclerosis, for which beta interferon is being used. So, I mean, vaccination, you are getting vaccinated a couple of times in your life, so you may tolerate the needles and the associated pain. But if we are talking about a chronic treatment, I mean, patients have to apply daily, weekly, or monthly their medication. So we feel there avoidance of needles and a painless self-administration is a big move forward in respect to the treatment of the patient. We also feel that that is improvement of compliance and may result in a stronger adherence to the medication, and therefore avoid then hospitalization by patients due to lack of medication or whatever. So we feel in injection markets where biologicals are being used, the MAP technology could be a big improvement in the therapy.
Really good stuff. Really, really good stuff.
And I forgot just we were able to show bioequivalence, and I think there we were quite surprised, bioequivalence with our MAP in comparison to the injection. Showing that we get very similar plasma levels in the patients, so that we can also guarantee that they have a very reliable therapy with the MAP application.
Perfect, perfect. So I guess to even sort of to further reinforce the potential benefits of MAP, you're now able to offer this rapid screening service, which essentially, as I understand it, enables you to quickly evaluate the compatibility of a customer's API for MAP manufacturing. Can you tell us a little more about that screening service?
Yeah, I think that is also something we would like to offer to potential cooperation partners. That screening program is designed with a quick turnaround of about 3 to 4 months, comparatively low budget, approximately 150,000 euros. And the idea is that we would like to lower the entrance level for potential customers to explore whether their API is suitable for our dissolvable microarray patch technology. So what we are doing there is taking the API, making a quick verification whether the API is compatible with our polymer, whether we can form the needles, whether we get some initial results about stability, so that the customer gets as a feedback a kind of information: is my API suitable for the microarray patch technology offered by LTS, and what would be the challenges or the next step in the development? And we hope that may allow the customer to make a more scientific-based decision to hopefully move with us into a cooperation project later, and then to come to formulation development and the final product in the best case.
Fabulous, fabulous. So, you know, with those 2 clinical studies and with the rapid screening service, you're really starting to be able to validate MAP as a valid technology moving forward, which I think is super exciting, super exciting. But I guess you're not finished there with MAP, right? I know it's an evolving platform, and you're now developed a new technology featuring hydrogel. Where are you with that development?
Yeah, I mean, as mentioned before, for vaccination or highly potent biologicals, we are talking about application dose of a couple of milligrams at a maximum, or micrograms for the vaccination. But we see there is also a need for delivery of larger amounts of peptide and proteins, and therefore we have we are working on this hydrogel forming microneedle technology, which is allowing us to deliver larger amounts when we are talking for the dissolvable needles to a maximum of about 5 to 6, 7, 8 milligram. We can here deliver up to 50 milligrams. So we are also able to incorporate biologicals into formulations to have a higher therapeutic dose, which then is opening the field even further for the microarray patch technology, and even patients needing a higher amount of API per day can then use that technology for development of a very reliable, safe, and self-administered therapeutic formulation.
Super, super. I'm conscious that we've covered an awful lot of ground in kind of 10 minutes. So for anybody who's watching this and they want to know more, Frank's contact details will be at the end of this video, and we'll also do a little write-up of this interview as well, just to give you a bit more detail. Frank, really interesting. Lots and lots of exciting things going on. I assume you're not getting bored yet.
Yeah. A lot of things going on, a lot of exciting days. So we hope it will continue that way.
100%. Absolute. Frank, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak to you again, and we will see each other soon.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks, Frank.